Good morning, everybody. AJ the CEO here. I hope y'all are all doing well. You know, I don't know, I always start laughing off of here because we trying to do some stuff. Let me know how I sound. I am going off of the DJI Mac Mini, just playing around so I can move around. I'm hearing some noise here, so I might play around with some of the stuff. I think I turned on the noise cancellation, but let me know how that sounds, folks. If not, I can always switch back to the old standby here. But hopefully y'all are all doing well. AJ the CEO, Dr. AJ, whichever one you want to call me, we're here to try and answer your media ministry questions as best as we possibly can. I don't know everything, folks, but hopefully I can help you, give you some insight, or introduce you to a community of people who are willing to help you with their knowledge. I don't know everything, but guess what? Collectively, some of us we'll be able to get your question answered some way, shape, or form. So everybody says it sounds good. Cool. So all I got to do is get my headset, and then I can walk around and be free and fair going and stuff like that. So I hope y'all are all doing well, folks. Let's get the formalities out of the way. Let's go ahead. Actually, let me do this in reverse. Let's go ahead and holler at some folks here. Creator for Fun, how you doing? And I think it didn't pick up. Doyle Ministries was actually on here, but it didn't show up here on the feed. I see him in the chat, but I can't bring him up here. But thank you so much for stopping by. Elder Rob, good morning. Francisco, hello, hello. Parker, hello, sir. T-Man, how are you doing? Mike, how you doing up there in Canada? Scott, hello, hello. Reverend Leroy, how are you doing, sir? Mr. Clarence, how are you? Michael Baldwin, hello, hello. G. Albert, hello, hello. Mom's Video, hello, hello. We are starting a little bit early, maybe 4 minutes earlier than I normally would, but we'll have some more folks coming in. So again, thank you so much, folks, for stopping by. My panel that normally I would use, actually, I think I left on and the battery is drained. So I have it over here. So I'm going to be reaching over here to turn some stuff over. Turn some things on if I can spit it out. William, hello, hello from Texas, sir. Thank you so much for stopping by. Again, folks, what we try to do, and Dwayne, we got some more people popping in here. Hey, Dwayne, good morning to you. So what we trying to do, folks, we're trying to answer your questions. Just know, before we get started, please put a Q in front of your comment so it makes it easy for me to jump out and answer your question. But let's get all the formal stuff out of the way. Wrong button. There we go. So I'm so used to the panel from reaching over here with this, but folks, we are getting closer and closer, but just realize I'm waiting for them. I had to change out my card. So the E-MissionaryGear.com website, if you have any issue, it's because the renewal went through and I didn't update them with my new card. So I already sent them that. So you shouldn't have any issues. But if you like the stuff that we got, so like this one is the media ministry one that we got from Brandon. We got that available on here and it finally came in. You probably seen me wear it a couple of times, but if you like what we do, folks, this channel is supported by my business, all the stuff that we do through our merch and all this other stuff. So if you're not a Patreon supporter or a YouTube member, but you want to do something to help out with what we do, you can always do a super chat. You can buy some gear from the missionary gear and all that other cool stuff. Also, want to use this moment to shout out y'all's media ministries, folks. Send me a picture of your media ministry so I can shout them out to the heavens and to everybody, because we're all doing some great stuff. And unfortunately, most of the time, the media ministry is the one that doesn't get a lot of appreciation, even though we do a lot of behind the scenes stuff. So let me have this opportunity to bring them for the forefront and give them their kudos, their flowers now. So just email me at questions@ajhomes.com, make the subject my media team, send me a picture, tell me what the ministry is and where you're located, and we can shout y'all out. Again, I want to continue to thank y'all who are continuing to buy my books on Amazon. Really appreciate it. And we don't want the time to get away from us. We still got 200 and some odd days, folks, but I want to just admonish y'all to come on and get registered for the 3rd annual E-Missionary Conference. Is going to be July 18th and 19th here in Richmond, Virginia, but it's also going to be online like it always is. So I've been working on the website. We've been making some changes and all this other stuff. We got our schedules and all this stuff here. It is still early bird registration. So if we go here to register, down here, early bird registration online is $50. In person is $75. After February 1st, online is going to go to $75. In person is going to go $100 because we got food, vendors, all that other stuff. So that's what we're paying for. But we got a ton of stuff. We got a total of 8 teachers that are registered right now, with still some ones waiting to get registered. We're looking to have around like 30 sessions. So if I look at the schedule, I'm filling it out here. So we're gonna have On day one, we got the registration from 8 to 9. We got some food and fellowship that's going on there. We got our welcome and purpose, like I always started off, welcome everybody online and in person, giving the lay of the land, why we do what we do. And then we have sessions one at 9:45 to 10:45. Then we have some other sessions in different zones. Actually, that needs to be, I think this one is only shown because I'm the administrator. Y'all shouldn't see this. And then right after that, then we have lunch, and our live Q&A is missing on here. Between 11 and 1, it will be this, like you're seeing right now, but it's going to be from the conference. So we're going to have a live audience, some panel people up here to answer questions with me. We can take in phone calls, comments inside the conference, as well as people online like y'all. If y'all are not able to come or not be a part of the conference, we will have it live just like we're doing here on Friday on that day here. We got our lunch. I got some great vendors lined up here, some good food. And we got 5 sessions with a total of 8 rooms. So, you do the math. We got 40 sessions available. That's what we're able to push out. We just need the teachers to do that. Then we're going to have some dinner. That's day 1, day 2, another registration. And Francisco, I don't know if you saw this, but I stole y'all's name. Our keynote at the beginning of the morning is going to be on a mission for the Great Commission. We're going to be tagging some people for that. Just talk about giving some marching orders about what we need to do as the body of Christ moving forward from media. Then we got some more sessions, 1, 2, we got lunch, and then we're going to have an interactive Bible trivia game show at the conference where some winners are going to win some prizes from our vendors. Now, that can be people online or in person. And then we have another session, then we got dinner, and then we're wrapping up with a conference roundtable. If you've never been to one of our roundtables, you don't know what you're missing out on, but this one is going to be different because most of the time when we have this, we're all talking on the phone, we're on Zoom and stuff like this, but this is going to have Zoom and the people in the house. So really, really looking forward to all of that. So I think I got enough well, actually, let me go back one more time, just in case. So if you come here, go to 4meconference.com. And then, like I said, you can go here. Now, if you want to teach, if you click on teaching, you can go ahead and get registered to be an in-person teacher online or online. It does not matter, folks. Some of y'all all of y'all have skills. And there are other people that need the information that you know. This is giving a platform for everyone to be able to teach and help out. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be technical. This is not just a technical conference. This is meant for ministers to understand the importance of media ministry, to empower ministers and pastors to embrace more than just live streaming your service. This is showing creativity on how you can use social media, how to interact, so maybe I don't have a media ministry team, it's just me. You should come out there because we're going to teach how to find people, how to build a media ministry team. All of that stuff is not just technical, but we do have technical as well too. So all that stuff is there. Look forward to getting there. Once you go through, it will drive. Once you register on either way, if you're a teacher or whatever, it'll take you on here. So it won't let me do it because I've already purchased a ticket. But if you were, let me actually do an incognito so you can see how that all goes. So that's 4meconference.com. You come in here and say you want to teach, go teach online. You fill out your information in here, make your username and password. That is going to be the information that you use to log into the website so that you can see the pages and all that other stuff like that. Your ministry, what topic or topics that you would like to teach. Ask some questions about your equipment and if you need assistance for live streaming, all this other stuff. Once you get through there, it will take you to go get checked out. It will put the appropriate ticket for you to get. Once you buy it once, you can't buy it again. And I know I'm dragging this out. One more thing. When you register, if you are registering as a group, once you have 4 people or more, it is a 25% discount. So if you go here, make sure you go through group and go through that way. The group is only from 4 to 10 people. Anything more than that, you need to have somebody else register. All right. So, because the website would have got crazy if I had more than 10 people, but hey, looking forward to having more than that. And then I'll just show you, once you get in there, you're going to get to this conference page, which I'm still building out, that shows all of the classes and all this other stuff. And if you go to one of the pages, all of this is going to be there. When you click on the schedule, it will take you to the page with the chat, and it shows all the other classes that are going to be in this room. So this was some fixes that we fixed from the last conference. So it's classroom 1 through 6, then it's the chapel, then it's the sanctuary, and then it's the media booth. So we're going to have all of that. So most of the stuff that's going to be in the sanctuary, which are keynotes and big things, I think because I'm limited on how many platforms I can live stream from, I think the sanctuary is going to be streaming directly to this page. So you'll miss the entire conference, but if you're not able to attend, you will at least be able to see the main keynotes that are happening there on my channel directly. So anyway, I think I've blabbed enough and I've stalled enough to have some more people in here. So let's see. Like I said, folks, start your question off with a Q. And if I don't get to your question, you can email me at questions@ajhomes.com. Give me 48 to 72 hours to respond to you. And I think that's about it. If me and you go back and forth with 3 or 4 emails, I would highly recommend you go ahead and just set up a consultation. So it's definite time, locked time for an hour or more for me to sit down and work and help you through whatever situation it is. Also, if you want to do an on-site or something like that, if it's less than 4 hours, you can 4 hours away, you can book that here. Anything more than that, you need to email me so we can set up travel arrangements and all this other stuff. I am going to be in Oxford, North Carolina next week. Then, I mean, obviously it's the holidays, my daughter's birthday, got a 10-year-old. I'm excited about that. And then after that, we're going to be in Somerset, New Jersey. We're going to be back up in Chicago. That project got pushed back to maybe March now because we're waiting for some grants and stuff like that to come through. And I got about 7 other projects that are lined up. So we're going to be running around. I think I've stalled enough. All right, so let's get to y'all's questions. Oh, the other thing. If y'all aren't a part of the Facebook group, folks, what are you doing? Go to facebook.com, look up Modern Media Ministry Made Easy, answer the 3 questions. And it's like this with other media, 3,400 media ministries from all over the world. That's where it's at. Don't live stream inside the group and you're good to go. So now let's go to the questions. I answered this one in the comments, but we'll go through it. AJ, I know it's mostly an individual ministry call, but where primarily should the volume knobs be on the X32 Snake? They were turned all the way down to prevent some humming. Well, the knobs on the Snake really don't matter that much. Let's see. I'm not going to be able to hear this, but let's see if we can play around with some stuff here. So y'all should be able to still hear me. All right, so I have a X32 Snake right here that is for First Street Baptist Church. So here, and I don't have any lights on right on here. These knobs on here, the Snake, aren't really that important. It's mainly so that you can control the stuff if you're walking down here and adjusting it. But these same knobs down here outside of the configuration knob don't really matter. The configuration is going to show what type of connection is going to go back to the X32. The other knob is just for your gain and all that stuff. That is controlled from the board, so you can control it from either one. So hopefully that helps and make sure this doesn't fall off the desk here. Actually, let me just put it back where I had it. That would be easier. And realizing all the stuff that I have for that install, I might have to make multiple trips to get everything in the car. Hopefully, let me unmute this so I can see how I sounded. The configuration. All right, so that sounded good. Hope that helps, but let me know if you have any other questions off of that. It should be fine. And wait a minute, I missed the second part of your question. Before we realized what the problem was and corrected it after a horrible, wait a minute, I missed what you said. All the way down, preventing buzzing. Okay, and the second part. Before we realized what the problem was and corrected it after a horrible live stream as far as sound, I remembered that the Snake volume was turned down. Yeah, that the Snake volume doesn't, it coincides with the volume on the board. So even if you changed it, as long as they're linked together, which they should, because that's the only way you're going to get audio out, it should not matter from that. Let's see. Next one that we got, nothing on page 2. Let's see. How you doing, sir? Sunset Don from Sunset Beach, North Carolina. Hello, hello. Am I on a Mac Mini now? No, my Mac Mini is upstairs. I have it on the kitchen table because I was working upstairs. But no. All right, everybody's saying, yeah, I'm just on the DJI wireless mic mini. That's what I was saying. PB Racks Streams. Hey, good morning from Eastern Tennessee. And you're saying, I got to try out the Hollyland new button magnet mic. They sent me a bunch of stuff a while ago. I need to reach back out to them and see if they want to sponsor some other stuff here and see if some new toys that they got out here. Let's see what they got over here. Always some new gadgetry. I like those. I need to. I like that. Let's see. They're talking about the mics. Let's see those products. Wireless microphones. See, I have the Lark 150. I still have that. Are you talking about the M2? Because I know a lot of people have been using those, but they said the DJI wireless mic mini actually beats that one after the reviews I've seen. I need to reach out to them and see if they would send me some stuff to test out. But yeah, there's always some cool gadgetry that's out there. William, hey AJ, my media ministry is purchasing equipment to replace what they were borrowing from me. Should we go with mini PCs or laptops in a temporary setup? I would go with the mini PCs because at least that would give you a little bit more flexibility on what you can go with, because you can get yourself a Ryzen 9, or if you wanted to go with the Intel ones, you can get some very beefy mini PCs. The only issue I would say probably with the mini PCs are your main outputs, because this is the Ryzen 7 that is $100 cheaper from when I bought mine. I have that one upstairs on the TV. So any of these work very well, and this is so much smaller from a laptop. You can get the mount that I've never really used. It always comes with it. You can mount this with a Visa mount on the back of most of your monitors or televisions, and then you can't see nothing. All you got your keyboard and your mouse, and it frees up a whole lot of space. So I do like those. But what are they mainly going to be used for? Is for presentation, streaming. That can kind of help that. Beseech. Oh yeah, speaking of, I mean, I did say that we were going to do a Bible trivia on there, so I'm really looking forward to that. So we got the questions, we got other stuff. We're going to throw in some AI in there. We're going to have some AI generated images, and we can be like, can you do I have any of those? I almost want to mess with y'all and just see. Let me open up Discord. Mike, I think you'll like this one. It was going to be you have to see, right? People just revving up their motors. Like, it'll be people it's a gas station near me, and it'll be like 1 o'clock in the morning, and people will be on their motorcycles just revving up their motorcycle for whatever stupid reason. All right, I'm gonna show you one. So this is, y'all should know what this is. What biblical object is this that AI generated? I just gave them some prompts, and it'll be different stuff like this. I'll put stuff in. We'll do some emojis to where it's like guess the Bible scripture. We'll do AI that will put stuff in, and it'll generate an image based off a book, a scripture, a story, a parable, or whatever. And you had to guess what it is. Anybody got an idea what, when I put in the prompts, that's what Midjourney created? What do you think it was trying to create? We'll come back to that. See what you think about that. Albert, if we decide to do early bird virtual registration and later decide that you can make it in person, can we? Yes, you can. It would just be a difference in price to cover your plate. So if you do the early bird registration, it's $50, and you change it to in person, it would be the difference at the time. So I'm not going to honor the, I'm not going to be able to do, like, say, if you do it now and then March, you're like, okay, I can be in person. I'm not going to do the 25, need to be $50 to cover the difference of the price of being in person. It's the time of that ticket. That's when you have to do that. And I see a couple of people, yep, y'all got it. Y'all got it. Y'all super Bible people. Y'all got them. And then I'll give you one more. This is this is the easy one, but this is what it generated, and it was beyond off. What do you think it was trying to create? Oh, yeah, come on now. That's everybody should know that one. Hello. T-Man. I was able to make my Blackmagic Studio cameras wireless using an Ethernet to Wi-Fi adapter. I got one for this camera here. I haven't played around with the REST API. Using a Ethernet to Wi-Fi adapter and use the software to use the Blackmagic control. Sweet. No need to ATEM controller to use camera control. Sweet, that's awesome. MA16. Bruh, I had so many phone calls about people, and they are making it so much of a bigger issue. I was like, just go to their website, download the newer version. Well, I don't know what to do. Go to their website and download the latest Windows version. I don't know. I'm like, and then I just remote in and take care of it. But let's see. Happy early birthday to your daughter, sir. Let's see. Dwayne. We use OBS ProPresenter 7 and Restream. We want to go ProPresenter only. Is it possible? And what hardware is needed for multicam server? Honestly, I would recommend you don't do that. I'm just being honest, especially based off what MA16 V3 just said. ProPresenter had an issue. If you put everything on ProPresenter and it's handling your live stream, it's going to be a nightmare. Also, ProPresenter handles streaming. It does not handle multi-camera streaming well. You would have to link it with multiple capture cards or with NDI inputs. I think that's personally too much on the ATEM. If you really wanted to just go with ProPresenter, I would throw in like a video mixer, and that would at least get rid of OBS and Restream. That's what I would think. Doing multi-camera streaming directly in ProPresenter, that is a problem waiting to happen. The software is just not, I don't think, is good enough to be able to maintain both of those tasks at the same time without them stepping on themselves sooner or later. Oi. How can I use the Elgato Stream Deck to manage vMix on a laptop and Mini Pro at the same time? Well, that's what I'm doing right now. What you would need to do is, and Mike did a video, it's on the channel talking about BitFocus Companion. You can install that on the Stream Deck, and then it can talk natively to the ATEM, and you can set it up to talk to vMix at the same time. That would be the easiest thing to do with that. Back to Albert. The new mic worked nicely when you got up to transition to the mic demo. You're getting better and better with the Twitter. Hey, we got to do something. So we got that here. Pastor Daniel, do you know how many days you will be in Chicago? That project has enlarged since I've been there. So most likely when I'm there, I'm probably going to be there for 2 weeks, to be quite honest. It's a lot that's going to go into that project. Carl would like to know, what are your thoughts on the OBS bot PTZ? Oh, you mean this, the OBS bot? Y'all never saw the video with this, and my apologies on that. This, for church services, I don't recommend it. Well, it all depends on the size of your church. The Zoom is very small. I can see this being like in a pastor's office or a conference room. With something like this, will it work? Yes, it will. You would have to put it on a tripod, and it'll be like almost in the front row to get a good shot. Because it's 4K, and it crops your image so that you can do different angles and stuff like that. So, and I can't sit back because there's no autofocus. It's focused on me being right here. So again, it's a good camera. I just don't think it would be one for church. Now, if you're needing that to replace like a phone or an iPad or something like that, and you're streaming with that, yes, that would be a good option, because then that you can turn on the AI and it can track you and move you all around and stuff like that, kind of like how this one is following me and stuff like that. So it would do the same thing with that camera. So yes, I think for that purpose, yes, it would be good. But if you have like a fairly decent sized sanctuary and you need it to be posted like in the back or something like that, no, I don't think it's going to give you the desired look that you were looking for. Yeah, for the HoloLens M2, a bunch of people really, really, really liked that until this one came out. I might actually see about getting a couple of other ones, because like I like this. So, and it's so small. I am thinking about, because they're only $90, depending on sponsors and stuff like that. Because I'm finishing up the writing letter to send out to sponsors and stuff like that to help fund the conference. The dream is to buy for anybody who's teaching on site. And then the bigger dream, I'll tell you that one. The big dream that I have is to have enough sponsors to where I can equip every single room with a PTZ joystick, A10 Mini Extreme, wireless mic set, and TV, a 65-inch screen TV on a cart, so that y'all walk in and it's just prepared if you want to teach. Or if there's somebody teaching online, you can go inside each room and there's already TV and you can just watch and you can interact with the people there. I'd love to be able to do something like that, which now makes me think, how are they going to interact and ask questions if they're watching on the TV? I'll have to make a caveat. If you're going to watch any class that's going to be online, we would have to set up computers or something, maybe get some Chromebooks or something like that, that are fairly inexpensive, something like that. But that's what I'm thinking about. But I'm going to write that up. But that's the dream, to have all that stuff. And then even bigger dream is to have enough to where if we have teachers that are doing online, we can send that stuff to them. And we'll know that everything is good to go from a technology standpoint. And then also, I'm looking at maybe getting one of the big industrial strength 4ME switchers and then run fiber or either 12G cables to every room, so we have a centralized hub that we can bring everybody in, stream everything, record everything locally, handle the streams for everybody there in like a media area production room or something like that. Man, that's really picking up my knuckles. I didn't realize how close it's gonna pick up. But again, have real big dreams on what we would like to do with this. Philip Paul, hello, hello. Yeah, so a bunch of y'all got it. Yeah, it was the Ark of the Covenant. It was real funny, some of the stuff that it was guessing. Brian Jones, hello, hello, sir. Yeah, and Don, of course. Yeah, it was Noah's Ark. I just gave it like a couple of words and that's what it generated. Now, some of these, I'll give you this one. This one, nowhere close. When I put this in, no one would have guessed this one because it is nowhere close to what it's supposed to be. If y'all get this one, use a real good one, because from that picture, it has nothing to do with, it generated nothing with what I put in. So if y'all can guess what that is, you'll have my utmost respect. That's what I would give you from that. Bruce, hello, hello. Brian, yeah, you got it right. Noah's barge, exactly. Back to William. I'm currently using 2 laptops. One is for streaming, the other is for direction. Should I get one? I would honestly still split it onto 2. Let one of them handle now, out of habit, you have to really dial that in. I did that in that video. One system could do both. I still am not one that likes having one system do everything. Like the computer I'm in front of right now, it can handle everything. I just don't, because the same way with ProPresenter. If my computer handled everything and if it crashed, I also lose everything. I like having redundancy built in, because we all know, media ministry stuff, it's not the stop stuff from happening, it's when is something going to happen. So I'd rather have some redundancy to fall back on. So like if this system shut down, guess what? The stream is still going to be going because that's handling my stream. If that fails, I have the web presenter that's doing this. I mean, if the web presenter fails, I can just turn on vMix now at live stream. If vMix fails, I can turn on OBS. If OBS fails, I can go to Prism Live. If that fails, I can go over to my backup. I've had too many stuff fall apart to not have backups. That's why I have so many backups in there. Multimedia, hey, good morning to you as well too. Noah Shipyard, exactly. Well, yeah, I'm actually on that version. So they did another update 2 days ago, which I believe fixed the licensing issue that happened on Sunday. Oh, and I read that wrong. Yeah, I'm on Pro Presenter right now. That was the one that had the issue. Presenter is by Worship Tools. So yes, Creative for Fun, thank you, thank you. Streets of Destiny from Phoenix, how are you doing? Let's see. The teachers of the Sunday school love the M2s and ask for them all the time. Exactly. I mean, I'm using the magnet on this one right now. Dean. Hey, good morning. How are you? Did you go out to North Carolina yet? No, I actually do that on Monday. I'm going to be there Monday to Thursday. Hopefully I can get it done faster. I'm waiting. I haven't heard back from my help to help me with hanging these two 85-inch screen TVs. So, Elder Rob, I didn't know. I know you said your weekends is there. If I can't do anything, I might have to. Well, no, I can't come back down on a Saturday because that's going to be right before. That's the 21st. Worst case, Elder Rob, I might be reaching out to you to see if just need, because I got one guy waiting to hear back from him to see if he got his time off. That's Eugene. He's been with me a couple of times. Mainly just need help with the 85s. Everything else should be fine. But I'll see. That depending on that, the work outside of running cables in the ceiling, what I plan to do is probably install everything that you've been seeing me do, the videos, the sound system, the computer, all that stuff that I don't require a ladder because I don't think I can put my ladder with all the stuff that I got at the same time. I wish I could undo a camera so y'all can see everything. Can I do it? Do I have a cable to do it? No, I don't. I don't have anything hooked up so I can stretch the camera in there so y'all can see. I got a whole bunch of stuff for this install, and that doesn't even include the X32 box, all that stuff there. So it's going to be packing up the Tesla. I could get a trailer. I don't want to do that, but let's see. Don, the Arm of God, nope. Like I said, it looks like it is, but nope. No, it's not from Bloodborne. I promise y'all. Iron sharpens iron? Nope. Lanny, hello. From Mississippi. Dean. Have you done anything with the video over network like a video Balin, which has Ethernet on one side and HDMI? No, I have not. I have not been in a situation to do that, but I am trying to research what I can do to do distribution at Antioch for the conference. A lot of the tech and stuff I'm prepping is going to be for that. So I may be able to play around with some other stuff. And then I wanted to have video on the network over a network switch. Not sure if the new Blackmagic IP products do that. Haven't looked at that. I saw those too. I haven't been in a position to actually get one of those to play around with. Brian, need a clue regarding the last image, Old Testament. But I promise you, if you get this, that image is nowhere close to what what I thought it was going to generate. If y'all don't guess it, I'm gonna show you the first image it generated, which was actually, did it generate it? Oh no, I did. That was in Midjourney. I did the other one. I was using ChatGPT, but ChatGPT's image generation was too easy. It was way too easy for that. And if y'all can't get it, I'll show you the one that they did. Because some of these, it was like, it was putting pictures. I mean, it was putting the words of the scripture that it was referencing. And I'm just like, bruh, like, that's too easy. All right. I'll do one more and then I'll go there. Would you ever run a system completely on NDI camera's presentation? I would if I knew that the network was going to be super stable. Like that may be an option for handling the video at the conference. Because they have a mini PC, put it on some of the TVs, and then we can broadcast the different ones. I may do that since the old building, we're not going to be able to run. I'm not going to run any new cables to send video to the other side. So I am thinking about that. But that's the only reason I haven't done purely NDI is because I want to make sure if I installed it for the church, whoever's there is competent enough to fix the issues. And I wouldn't get called over the time to maintain it. That's the main thing. Sweet. Okay. Well, Dean, again, that's in Oxford, North Carolina. And the main thing is hanging these two 85-inch screen TVs. The other one is a 75 that's going in the back. That's like at my height. So that's on the back wall. That's not going to be an issue. And then the other one, the other 75 is on a rolling cart. So that part is easy. Everything else will be straightforward. It's just the TVs that I have to work through. But if y'all would email me a question to AJ Holmes, give me a contact stuff. If you haven't already registered on the volunteer site with your information, I'll give you a call and let you know. The TVs are going to be delivered on Wednesday. Unfortunately, they don't tell me the time. So I have to be there until something is done. So if y'all are able to do it Wednesday, we can knock it out. If not, then I have to come back on Saturday or whenever y'all are available and we do it then. Creative for Fun. Again, what is the name of the foot pedal that you're using to put up the lower thirds like subscribe? That is the Elgato foot pedal. That is, let's cut over here. Let's look at the products. Yeah, the Stream Deck pedal. That's what this is. And you got the 3 buttons, 1, 2, and 3. So really cool. And I'll put a link to that if y'all are interested in that. Stream Deck pedal. Yeah, I mean, I guess while I'm doing this as well too, because I know, let me use the word that Elder Rob was saying. I beseech y'all. I would really, really like to offer a whole lot of classes for people. I'm trying to get local seminaries to admonish their students that are going in seminary school to come to the conference. Because especially if you're coming out of seminary school, I don't know of anybody who's teaching how to preach to a congregation of nothing, how to preach to the camera, and to instill and show these up and coming soon to be ministers on how to actually leverage these tools to as a tool to enhance ministry. And a bunch of y'all really, really highly recommend y'all consider becoming a teacher, because like, hey, you're a genius to somebody, you know, and want to keep a lot of that stuff and share it with the community. How are you doing, bro? I am doing good. Jay Collier. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. Sorry for butchering your name. Thanks for everyone again. The ATEM multi-screen won't show up on the monitor. I troubleshoot with the laptop and display popped up. Probably, well, no, if it doesn't pop up, it's most likely that the configuration that your ATEM is outputting, the monitor that you have it connected to, does not support that resolution or that frame rate. So like the monitors I have right now, if I set mine at like 24 or at 25, some of them it don't work, because mine has to be 1080p 60. It can do 5994. It could do 2397. It could do those. It's most likely if it shows up, it's not that, it's your monitor. You might want to just change that. And then a bunch of y'all, double-edged sword. No. Not armor of God. No. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you what it was. Like I said, it was nowhere close to what it generated. Nowhere close. This is what it was supposed to be doing. That's what that was supposed to be. When I put in the same keywords, this is what ChatGPT generated, which is beyond easy to know what that is. That's David Slingshot. But Discord decided to do that. So, and the keywords were like, oh, and it's, well, maybe that was my fault. It chopped off one of them. Yeah, but it was supposed to be a slingshot, and it did something horrible. Patrick, what type of PC would you use for rack mount X vMix system 4K? I would use a Ryzen 9, give it more power than it needs, and that dual deck link or maybe multiple deck link duo cards for having 4 to 8 SDI inputs, 64 gigs of memory, and I would throw in a RTX 3060 if you needed more graphical horsepower. That's what I would put in that. Streets of Destiny, I am using the multi-stream in OBS. However, I still have to go live. That's a setting that you need to check off in Facebook, just like on YouTube, to say, once it detects the stream, it will just go. Especially if that's easier done when you schedule it in Facebook. When you do it there, you can check that off immediately, and then you don't have to deal with that click on to go live again. So that should be straightforward. That's in your settings under the panel when you're actually setting up your stream. Lenny, what are your suggestions for file storage for a church so multiple PCs can access music files, sermons? What I did, and I have personally, and this is the one that I had at Antioch, and I need to put it back down there, but they weren't using it. I had a small Synology NAS, and I just put 2 drives in here. This is where all of the music, images, recordings, and stuff like that. I put 2 8-terabyte drives in here and ran it in RAID 1, so it was always a backup. And then when I knew it wasn't going to issue because nobody was affecting it, I made it in RAID 0, so I had more space, so 16 terabytes of space. This shell, outside of putting in 2 drives inside of it, this whole thing was like $150, and then you can get whatever type of drives you want with that. I've run 3 NASs right now with a total of 32 terabytes in one, and then the other 2 run 12 terabytes and another 20, and that's the bigger one are for all of my media stuff. But that's what I normally would use for that, because then you can network that, give it permissions, make it accessible for off-site. I had a whole bunch of videos about me doing the Synology NASs. I just never liked them. That's why y'all have never seen them. Every Synology I've had, I did a video and I just didn't like how it came out. So that's why I never posted. But that's what I would recommend on those. Now, you could mess with the Unified ones, the new one, if you have that infrastructure. They're relatively similar in price once you start adding the drives and stuff like that. It just doesn't, these allow you to run other stuff. So originally, I didn't do a review of this, but when I did the internal FAQ website, that was running on this, because you can set up a WordPress and websites and stuff like this on this as well too. So it made it easier for doing stuff like that there. Juanita, there it goes. That's a great idea. Teaching online with no, oh man, it's all right. Well, yeah, but see, that's the thing. I think, at least with the churches, when COVID hit, that's what a lot of people struggled. I remember some other people, well, I think it was like Pastor Sales originally. That's why I had to go down to Antioch, because he was just comfortable inside the sanctuary. Trying to set it up for him to do it at home, that was new. So it's about really becoming flexible and being like, can you preach in a podium? Can you preach not on the podium? Can you preach with a large crowd? Can you preach without a crowd? Can you preach in front of a camera? Can you preach in front of a mirror? Can you do, I mean, I think that's the skill set from a minister standpoint that media can help out and show them how, hey, like you need to look into the camera. Like sometimes I don't do it because I'm looking at the screen right here, but I'm looking in the camera because I'm looking at y'all. It's little stuff like that. Just like, public speaking 101, I think ministers need to be taught how to, not public speaking 101, but it's like live streaming 101, how to actually interact and talk with people online when there's nobody here. I mean, because there's nobody here. It was awkward for me to do it at first too, but I mean, been doing it for so long, it's just natural. But that's a skill set that needs to be taught, and it's easy for media people to do that. But Pastor Daniel, do you know how easy that would be for you to teach people how to do that when you're doing it? And when people say, well, you don't understand, well, he's a pastor too. He does know how to do it. That's what the conference is. The subtitle of the conference is Excuse Remover. The idea is for me to bring so many people together, and some of us stay in our church and we really don't associate with other people, and you've made up in your mind that because of your environment, you think something is not possible. But then you get around other people, then you're like, oh, like I think the West were telling me they went to some ministry in Pennsylvania and the whole sound system was being ran, the media was being ran by a 17-year-old, and it sounded out of sight. I mean, out of this world on how great it was. But I know other churches that don't think anybody under the age of 25 should be the head of a ministry. So if you got that mindset and then you're meeting somebody who's 17 that is running an outstanding ministry, you can't hold that. Your excuse is gone. Or you have other churches that are saying, well, we can't get anybody, no one under the age of 35 is interested in ministry, and then you're surrounded by a whole bunch of them. It removes excuses. So that's another thing. Conference is to educate, but it's also to get all of us to work together. We hide behind denominations, locations, all this other stuff, and a lot of us can be working together. That's the point. And that's the whole point of the Bible trivia. Now, I'm gonna give you a heads up on how this works. If you're in person, and like I said, if you're online, this still works. If you're, the idea is we're gonna set up a room so that y'all can socialize and network and stuff like that. But if you're in person, you're gonna get a badge. On the back of the badge is gonna be 3 lines. You have to network with 3 other people from different ministries, and you have to put their name. If you put their name on their card, they got to put your name on the back of their card. After you get 3, after I teach the class on how to set up a Bible trivia, we go to lunch. Then we're going to hold a Bible trivia, and we're going to have somebody just like, not Bob Barker, but I forgot the other guy, Ron, the guy who announced at the Price is Right. He's going to call off names from badges. If your name gets called, you have to flip that over, and whoever's on that card on the back, that is your team who is now going to be, you're going to be doing Bible trivia with. You're working with people that you've never met before to work together. That's the beauty of what we're going to be doing. So it's going to be fun. I wish I could add some hot wings to it, but nah, we're not going to do that. We might do something different. We don't want to put, have some people eat some hot wings and get hotter and hotter, then they can't participate when the rest of the conference. So we're not going to do something like that, but we will do something fun. But that's what's going on. Is it easy to set up? Do you have any videos showing how to do that? And I'm missing which one you're talking about setting up. Are you talking about the Bible trivia, the game? Which one, Creative for Fun, are you talking about setting up? Again, Pastor Daniel, how to preach to a congregation of nothing. Exactly. Brian was saying, he was going to say, David was saying, I got you. Because it caught me off guard when that thing got generated like that. It was working before. It's the first time it did that. I'll check the configuration. Okay. If it's worked before, I would check the configuration and then check the cable as well too. D Green, are you using the DJI Mic Mini? Audio sounds good. Yes, I am. Yes, I am using that. Would you consider using Google Drive for shared access to your ministry? I haven't had an issue. Yes and no. I would say yes for small stuff, but when we talk about large files and things like that, no, I would not use Google Drive because you'll eat up all your space very, very quickly if you're trying to do stuff like that. Oh, if you're talking about the foot pedal, oh no, that is super easy to set up. So like if I cut over here, literally, let's get rid of that. So if I go here into the pedal, it's literally just plugging it in. And then when you get the control, it shows up here as the, oh, I'm on my other computer has the pedal. But it would just show up under here and you would have 3 buttons and you just drag it over. Like here's an empty one. So if I needed something, I would say like controls, say I just drag something over here, assign it, what do I want to do? Say I want to turn that light off. It's there, now the button's there, so if I press it, it turn that light off. That's all, real simple. If you wanted an app, you just literally just drag the app onto one of those icons, and it's very straightforward. Very, 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 very simple. Now, that reminded me, somebody else asked me, Dole Ministries asked, is there a way to streamline with the Stream Deck so that it can open up a file, like the vMix file? You should be able to, because what you would do, and I don't know why I switched back to this, turn this off. So if I go back to the Stream Deck and say you have a document, and I'm going to say, let me find a file here. Like I'll show this so y'all can see some of the type of questions. So I'll bring this over as a document, and you should be able, I thought you would be able to reference a document. File system. So let's open, and then we're going to select the file and copy as a path, paste that there. So now I have this. So if that's an Excel document. So it's the same way if it was like any other document, if it's an external file. So if I press the button now, and you didn't see it, it opened it. It opened it right here. So that's where it went to. And if y'all, any SQL people out there, you can see my SQL statements over here. So here's some of the questions we talk about, like who prophesied about the Valley of Bones? You know, some simple stuff. But what is the city where Jesus' followers first called them Christians? Antioch. I mean, it's a bunch of questions that we got out here, and we have references. So if anybody gets to being argumentative, talking about like, no, that's not what it says, we'll pull the scripture up there and we can say, no, actually it is. So Dole Ministries, yes, you would, in the Stream Deck, you would do open, you would find the file. So like I have Q&A as a file that opens up everything for vMix. I would find that file, link it, and as long as it's associated right, when you open the file, it'll open the program and it should go directly to it. So hopefully that should help you. And then just also last bit, as you can see, I'm working on the schedules of how day one is going to be and all that other stuff. So tons and tons of logistical work. MA16, NAS is a game changer, especially if you can access it off-site. Yeah, and that's why I like the Synology ones. You can have an app and you can do all that other stuff to make it accessible that way. Well, no, it's leveraging the Stream Deck software. Or I think BitCompanion that Mike talked about will work with it as well too. So that's just the easier software that talks natively to it. You have to install it anyway, so that the drivers will be there, and then BitCompanion can talk to it after that. Let's see. So we're going light today. Not a lot of questions so far, but like I said, we're doing a lot of prep. So inside of here, where is it at? So I got my 4Me stuff here that we're working on, and then we got our. I'll show you this because I'm actually changing it for the next one. Or should we try that? Yeah, let's do that. We haven't done that in a minute. Y'all like answering all these Bible questions and stuff like that. So let's see what y'all got. I don't need to remake this anyway. So let's see. Can we do this? I think we can. Is that 3? Yeah, that's 3. So we're gonna do some Bible trivia for y'all. Give you a kind of a hint on what to expect here. I might have to find a different background, but let's see if we can fire away some of these. First one, actually, you know what? I did make this for a reason. Let me do this. I need to bring this up. what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire this way. So if you're not watching this live, I'm sorry, you get to miss out on this one. But I'm going to do Bible trivia right now. And as a prize for the person who gets the most questions right, what I am going to do, if I can find it, where's it at? Not payments. There it goes, marketing. I have set aside discount codes that will allow you to have I'm only going to give away. I'm going to give away one. This code is going to give you a free entry into the E-Missionary Conference online. All right. So that's what we're going to do. So if you are not here and you're watching this as a replay, this code is not going to work. All right. So let's fire away. Let's see what you got. What happened to Daniel after he gave thanks to God by his open window? Again, what happened to Daniel? Not you, Pastor Daniel, but what happened to Daniel after he gave thanks to God by his open window? That was question number one. Question number two, what was the name of Joseph's, son of Jacob, firstborn son? What was the name of Joseph's, son of Jacob, firstborn son? So what was Joseph's firstborn son's name? Next question. Whose wife went into labor and gave birth on hearing the news that the ark of God was captured and that her father-in-law and husband were dead? Ooh, good one, good one. Y'all got that? That's three. And I'm going to go over them again. And then last question. Where did Philip preach the good news about the kingdom of God leading to many baptisms? All right, you need to get the most of them right, and whoever wins is going to get a code that will get you 100% free access online into our 2025 conference. All right. Again, the first one is, what happened to Daniel after he gave thanks to God by his open window? That was question number one. What happened to Daniel after he gave thanks to God by his open window? Number two, I would say put all your answers in the same one. It makes it easier to see who gets them all right. Being number two, what was the name of Joseph's firstborn son? What was the name of Joseph's firstborn son? All right, question number three. Whose wife went into labor and gave birth on hearing the news that the ark of God was captured and that her father-in-law and husband were dead? That's a long one. Let's do it again. Whose wife went into labor and gave birth on hearing the news that the ark of God was captured and that her father-in-law and husband were dead? Last one. Where did Philip preach the good news about the kingdom of God leading to many baptisms? All right. All right, let's see. I'll give y'all some time. I'll hum the music. I should hum the music backwards so that way I don't get strike for it. I can't go, I can't do that one. That one like, I do it backwards. Anyway, hopefully, what y'all got? What y'all got? What y'all got? All right, so let's go to the first one. Everybody got this stuff in? Because I only see a few people who tried to answer this. All right. So let's go back over here. What happened to Daniel after he gave thanks to God by opening his window? And let's see, we got Lace Dad and Miriam are the only ones that answered that one. And they're both right. He was thrown into the lion's den, Daniel 6:10 and 16. All right. Next one. What was the name of Joseph's firstborn son? I only see one person with the answer for that one. That's Dean. And Dean, you are correct. It is Manasseh. Genesis 41 and 51. I don't see no one. Well, no, I see that. Don is the only one that answered this one, but this one wasn't correct. Whose wife went into labor and gave birth on hearing the news that the ark of God was captured and that her father-in-law and husband were dead. And I know I'm going to pronounce it wrong. I just do it from the same. Some of y'all cheating. I see y'all. Y'all better not be looking this up in the Bible. Y'all supposed to know this one. But Albert got that one right. It's Phineas and 1 Samuel 4:19. And the last one, no one got the last one. Where did Philip preach the good news about the kingdom of God, leading to many baptisms? There you go. Right. She came in on clutch right here on the end. Created for fun. You got it. You got it. Yeah, it was Samaria. Acts 8 and 12. So let's see. It's like everybody got one. So we don't have an exact winner on this. So we gotta see. We might come back on a round 2 and see what we can do with that one. But I mean, this is some of the stuff that we're gonna be doing. Hopefully it's gonna be being able to work with a team of complete strangers that you don't know what their skill set is and their knowledge when it comes to the Bible. I think that's gonna be real interesting. To, being able to have some type of competitiveness, but then fun at the same time. So we're gonna be doing a lot of that stuff. Nope, the firstborn was Manasseh. For Joseph's firstborn son. But yeah, so really looking forward to that. And I know Pastor Daniel, Pastor Daniel, what you could do is you can record it, or you can live stream it from there. Just live stream it when you're in your room. But I mean, I understand other people have stuff going on, but I really just want to do something different, just to show from an educational standpoint, and have a place where you can send your media ministries, or us who are in media ministry, we can come together and we can learn, we can get sharpened by iron, and then we can improve our skills. We're, collaboratively working with a bunch of other people, share the knowledge that you learned, because there's somebody coming behind you, and what you've learned can help somebody else to make their journey a lot easier. So really excited about a lot of that. Haven't really had a lot of questions fired off. So I'm gonna do one more round, and then I'm gonna give away this code to somebody. And then we'll go from there. And if we don't have any questions, we might just end it early. How about that? Yeah, these gonna be some tough ones. These gonna be some tough ones. I don't know why I did round 3. This is round 2. All right, here you go. On Paul's journey to Rome, at what location did he meet brethren whom he thanked God for? Woohoo! These are gonna be some tough ones here. All right. On Paul's journey to Rome, at what location did he meet brethren whom he thanked God for? Come on, the minister and pastors out there. Come on now, y'all. I thought y'all should know this. All right, next one. What was the name of the field where Abraham buried his wife? We're gonna do the free show deep dive. I've just been so busy with stuff with my daughter and all in this project and other ones, and then getting ready for the holidays, her birthday and stuff. So I haven't had a chance to really do any big deep dives into some other videos. Most of the videos have all been prepped in what I'm getting ready to work on, which is the Oxford First Baptist Church install. All right, number 3. Where did Delilah live? Where did Delilah live? All right. And if you don't know who Delilah is, Samson and Delilah. And the last one. Which land did the Lord promise to Abram? That should be easy. Those were one easy one. All right. So let's go back over. On Paul's journey to Rome, at what location did he meet brethren whom he thanked God for? That's the first one. Second one, what was the name of the field where Abraham buried his wife? Number 3, Where did Delilah live? And the last one, which land did the Lord promise to Abram? Everybody should know that one. Come on now. All right. So let's see. Let me give y'all a few seconds on that one. So I can wait for the comments to come back up on that one. But like I said, hopefully this is going to be give y'all some thoughts on what y'all can do at your ministry. Like at the end, like we've done the Bible trivia before. I think Pastor Paul is asking me to set it up again at Antioch, and I think I had some other folks that we're going to work with as well too. But let's see. And let me make sure I'm live so I can see where I'm at. A little behind on here. A few seconds. All right. Let me fire away this question while this is on here. Patrick, for a rack VMAX, can it be configured to cool by pulling air from the front instead of from the sides? Yes, it can. Just have a case. Some of the cases back in the day, they should be able to have it. They'll have vents in the front so it can pull it from that way. I wanted to put it in a 4U case with other equipment. Yeah, you should be able to get a case that does that. All right. Did y'all give up? Did y'all give up? I only saw Albert looking that one up. So we don't have no winner on this one. We don't have any winner on that one. We'll cycle back, and we'll just know leading up to the conference, I'll do one giveaway, free access to the conference for that. So let's get this one done here. On Paul's journey to Rome, at what location did he meet brethren whom he thanked God for? I can't even pronounce this one. This Apiforum. That's Acts 28 and 15. See, I see some of y'all looking them questions up. I see you. The next one, on what was the name of the field where Abraham buried his wife? Machpelah. Genesis 23 and 19. Where did Delilah live? Ty, thank you for subbing. And I see two of y'all got that one. The Valley of Sorek, Judges 16 and 4. And the last one. Lanny, no, the Stream Deck cannot control two PCs at the same time. It's on 1-for-1. And the last one, which land did the Lord promise to Abraham? Everybody should know that one. That's Canaan. Genesis 17 and 8. So like I said, folks, I want to, it's going to be real fun when we have a lot of people there going at it. We got to have something, some adventurous something that go in there. Like I said, normally when I've done this, I've used hot wings. They get hotter for every level and stuff like that, but you never know. We got to do something. We're not going to put nobody in harm's way or nothing like that. Just want it to be fun with everybody in the different situations. Otis, how you doing there, sir? Thanks for stopping by. You just missed our second round of Bible trivia, Otis. We're gonna have that Bible trivia. We're gonna tear it up at the conference. So it's gonna be real strategic. I didn't want to tell nobody at first, and then you just sign people's name on the back of your badge, and then all of a sudden it's like, what? But like I said, I built a computer for a church, and then it got kind of destroyed when it was delivered to them. So I actually have to ship out a replacement computer, rebuilt the entire computer all over again. Once they get the new one, they're going to send me the remainder of the one that was damaged. Maybe I'll be able to fix that and put it together. We'll see how that go. Reverend MJF, hello. Thank you for stopping by. Also from Texas. Do we get buzzers to buzz in? Yes, I will have buzzers. But actually, it depends. The buzzer is going to be for one of the sections that I have. Like, you know what? I'm going to give y'all one more. So I can give y'all a taste of what we do. So the buzzer is going to be for the first one that gets the Bible verses in order. So we've done this before. So here, I'm going to give this to y'all. Here's one. Here's one. Here's another chance to get a free pass. And it jumped over here. I need to take the timer off so I can actually be able to trigger this when I want it to. All right. So again, y'all probably saw it. Place these 8 books of the Bible in their proper order. All right. Place those books in the right order. All right. So I'm just going to leave that up there for a second for y'all. Now, this is where the buzzer is going to be. And that reminds me, I guess I look on Amazon for some buzzers that we can do. Desk buzzer buttons. Ooh, here's a bunch of them right here I can play around with. And there was 4 of them for $13. That's cool. I'll actually use that. A set of 4. Let me go ahead and get that. But they said this is long return. All right, how y'all feeling? Y'all got them? I don't see no comments on there. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit more time. You need to put those in order and don't cheat. That's what most people do. They're probably looking it up. Dean saying, can I check out the Elgato? Oh, is that the Stream Deck Studio? Is that the 1U one that goes into the and see, look, I'm cheating, letting y'all see the answer. Yeah, that one, I saw that. Didn't like the price. Sweet Moses. For that amount, man, I can get myself another ATEM for that. You sure? I do like the fact that it can be done. I see y'all. Y'all cheated when you saw me put that up there real quick. But again, here it is. See, I got it. Naomi. Let me answer these. Dual Ministries, I don't know if you saw my answer to your question there. Let me jump on here real quick. Let me catch up here. George was wondering, have you ever used wireless HDMI, 1 transmitter and 4 receivers? The idea of not running cables. I have. It was a Mount Shiloh had that. Somebody else installed it and it had been problematic for the way they set it up. Can it work? Yes. I have only used a 1 to 2 and a 1 to 1. I have not done a 1 to 4. As long as it's set up properly and you have it a way that you can turn it off and turn it back on remotely if you had an issue or if it's close to do that, I mean, it can work. It all depends on the type of one that you have. It'll probably do a delay as well, but be mindful of that. And I'm gonna circle back to a couple of y'all. Pastor Daniel, just let me know how you want it. I can try remote in from Jacksonville. Cool. And Naomi, I'm looking for a good point and shoot camera that can do vertical and horizontal video that I want to connect to DJI mic. That would be my still go-to is still my Sony. That's my EV10. Shoots great for that, and I can do it this, vertical and do that. If you want to go with the AX, what is the AX? The 66 or the 64, the big brother of those, this will work as well too. Camera works great with the mic on either one. So I've been really happy with this. I have no reason to jump to anything else other than this right now. That's what I would still recommend. Door Ministries, yes, I actually answered that with you. If you, it's not necessarily the profile, but it's I guess it is called a profile. The profile file that you have in vMix, if you set that to an open command, and I did it a little bit earlier here and answered that question. If you set it to Stream Deck and you have that file and you're opening the file and not the program, it will go directly to that. So yes, you can. Dean, given a little bit more time, only seeing one person answer the Bible book order. Dean Green, hello from Florida. We have the old ATEM TV studio with the HDMI and SDI mix. Still have that over in the chapel at Antioch. We have a mix of HDMI SDI inputs and outputs. What video mixer should we upgrade to? The mini SDI or the, well, it all depends. How many of each one do you have? And which one would be easier to convert back to from SDI or HDMI. That would be the main question. I would not go with the mini. Personally, I would go with the extreme version, either one, so that you can have the same amount of outputs, because the mini is only going to give you the multi-view or the full screen program out. You can't do both at the same time. I think the SDI can. It all depends. I mean, either one is fine. I personally wouldn't go with the mini. That's just me. No, I have not done on the Stream Deck Plus. I got like 3 of them here. And as much as I wanted to, I was trying to be patient and not spend money on something like that, because I just don't have a place for it. I guess I could, but no, I have not directly yet. Y'all are busting me. I'm trying not to laugh at this funeral. Yes, there needs to be a buzzer. All right, so let's see. We're going to the book orders. Albert had it as Ruth, Jonah, Obadiah, Ezekiel, Hebrews, Jude, Luke, and 3 John. No, that is not the right order. Let's try Dean. Ezekiel, Jonah, Obadiah, Luke. No, sir, that is not correct. Well, see, and that's why I think the beauty of this is going to be when you have a team working together with y'all. So if we cut over here, let's look at the order. So if it goes back through the books, right? What's the order? Number 1 is Ruth. Then it's Ezekiel. Then it's Obadiah. Then it's Jonah. Then Luke. Hebrews. 3 John. Then Jude. So, yay. So like I said, this is going to be fun. These work great, Pack. Yeah, I think those are the ones I was looking for. And you said you have those for your ministry. Cool. All right. Let's see. That's Daniel. I need to get get me another Stream Deck, but how can I get it to work with Worship Tools Presenter? See, Worship Tools Presenter, because there's not a specific call and command for them, it's not like an API level so it can talk to. So if they have shortcuts, you can have shortcuts put on the Stream Deck that will do the same thing, but you have to have that program in focus. So it's like with the ATEM. If you have the ATEM up, and I have the software up right now, and if I hit the enter button on the keyboard, see, it switches in between. But if I have Pro Presenter up and I hit the enter button, see, it's not doing anything. So that's the only issue that you would have. So yeah, like Otis was saying, back to that, that's why I was saying I would do a Ryzen 9. Might as well go for the Gusto, because that's going to give you more than enough horsepower. RTX 3060 is overkill, but that should be more than enough. 8 to 12 gigs of memory for that. And then 32, if not 64 gigs of memory. 32 gigs of DDR5 memory is $70. So going to 64, you're probably going to be paying like 120. So pretty good for that. So folks, like I said, want to take a quick moment, and I want to give a big shout out to all of my Patreon and YouTube members. Thank you so much. Hey, like I said, my company and out of my own pockets, we fund this channel, all the stuff. Some companies send me some new stuff. They send me products to review, but nobody pays for any of the stuff that they do here. So all of the stuff that we do, if they don't give it to me, this is coming out of my own pockets, or the great contributions that these people do that support me on YouTube and Patreon. That money goes to help to buy the little gadgets and doodads that we do, or it contributes to the giveaways that we do. And that's the other thing I didn't mention. We just passed, let's come out here, but big shout out to Patreon supporters. If you like what we do, folks, you can support us on patreon.com/AJaytheCEO, or you can hit the join button down below. No matter which way you pick, folks, you're helping us train media ministers all over the world. And we just hit 66,412 subscribers. So we're hop, skipping a jump away from 70,000. And I'm excited about hitting 100,000 subscribers next year. I believe we can do that. Got some big stuff planned for 100,000. But just realize we're still doing a giveaway for every 10,000 subscribers we do. We're going to do 2 $1,000 giveaway, which includes a mini PC and a PTZ camera. Or we're going to do a full bundle for one lucky viewer or ministry, and that's $2,000. It goes to an AJaytheCEO stream, camera, all that stuff. The link is down below in the description, or you can hit it up right here. Again, the link is in the description. I keep forgetting to put up a QR code so that people can scan it, but we got it there. I think that's about it. Again, just really, really excited about the conference. Looking to have a lot of people in the place, as well as physically and as well as online. You know, like I said, we got a bunch of people that are coming down. Got a bunch of people that are on here, the West, Brian Jones, Rob Wilson, Otis is going to be there. Creator for Fun is going to be there. Who else? There was a bunch of other people that were telling me they were going to be there. Those the ones I remember off the top of my head. Monty is going to be there. He's going to be teaching the class there. All the time I've interacted with Monty, this is going to be the first time I'm actually meeting him in person. A bunch of these folks. The only ones I've met in person were Brian when he was on the E-Missionary cruise. Met him. Also, the West, met them a bunch of times. Who else? And yeah, and Creator for Fun on the E-Missionary cruise. Met her there. There's a couple other people. I haven't seen him, the other one that was on cruise. But yeah, we're looking forward to doing that. Gonna have some fun, some good fellowship, and just build some networking, folks. And it's one thing for us to chat on here, but to actually be able to talk in person. But don't feel left out, because I know some of y'all can't come all the way to the East Coast, to Virginia and Richmond, Virginia, but we're gonna do the same thing and offer the same type of networking availability there. We're gonna set up some cameras and live stream each one of the rooms so you can feel like you're in the place, so you can see what's going on and things like that as well too. But really excited about all that. Again, folks, if I wasn't able to get you a question, though, you can email me a question to AJ Holmes. Give me 48 to 72 hours. We are gonna do a live stream next Friday. And I probably will do one for the rest of the year as well too. Daughter's gonna be out of school. Gonna be a happy little birthday girl, so we're gonna be hanging out and stuff like that. And I think that's mainly about it. If no one's told you, folks, thank you for everything that you're doing. Know that you are appreciated. You're valued. We couldn't do this without you. I couldn't do what I'm doing without you. How is that possible, AJ? Because it's people like you that keep coming to my channel, make it worthwhile for me to keep doing this, because I know it's somebody out there that's like me, that listens, that's trying to make this better and not trying to stay stagnant, trying to move forward, trying to do more, trying to learn more, trying to improve what we're doing, because the more we improve, the more people we're able to help, the more people we're able to reach, the more people we'll be able to impact. That's what it's all about. So again, I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all all have a, let me see. Let me fire away these last two because they just came in. So let me do this real quick. Last three, excuse me. Lenny, I will patiently wait on the video of the Stream Deck Plus as I value your thoughts on the tech, how it plus. Yeah, I will look into that. And Don, thanks for the live feed today. I have a 11:30 team meetings. Hey, you have a good one as well. And then last one, Anthony. AJ, hope all is good. What portable camera goes well with an AVCam's NDI P20X and an AJaytheCEO stream, which I have already? What portable camera? It's kind of hard to say. I mean, is it going to be that you're moving it around? Is it going to be on a wireless HDMI or something like that? Because it's mainly trying to match the color science of it. And you're just trying to get something that's close to, most of the handheld cameras are actually probably going to look better than the PTZ. So any of the Lumix line cameras, DSLR cameras, or anything that you hook up with that, or even if you hooked up a camcorder to that, it should give you some good stuff. Brian, I ain't even gonna bring that one up, Brian. Oh, funny. Yeah, it's kind of, I mean, again, I have a mixture of a bunch of stuff, and very few people can tell the difference when I'm going between different cameras. Now, the one thing I will say, this camera, the only issue I have with this is the 4K that this shoots is only at 30 frames a second. I normally do 4K at 60. That's why I've been jumping to my phone a lot more. than that. So I don't know if Sony has a new version of this. I might go to that, but this is getting kind of bulky to carry around and stuff like that. But anyway, I think that's about it, folks. If I can get your question, know you can do that. Or if you need to set up something, set up a consultation with me, folks, just know next week I am booked up. The week after that, I'm booked up because of the holidays. And pretty much the week of the holidays, I'm kind of shutting down for the rest of the year. And we'll still do some videos and stuff like that. But we're mainly planning for next year. Last thing I'll leave with y'all, please, if you don't do New Year's resolutions. Write out some goals for your ministry. What did y'all learn? What did you improve this year? And what are you aiming for next year? If you don't set a goal, you don't know if you've hit anything. You're just hitting a miss if you don't have anything. Set some stuff down, whether it's I want to learn how to video edit, I want to do this, I want to learn this. Me personally, like I said, mine is getting my Part 107 license for drone flying. That's what I'm working on for next year. Also working on getting up out of here, getting me a house, so I can actually do way more stuff and stuff like that. Setting goals. I mean, you're like, that's not ministry related. Yes, it is, because I don't have a church. This is my stuff. This is my ministry. This is what the tools to help me facilitate what I do and things like that. But set some goals for what you're doing. Whether that is to have, you got a media team of 1, set a goal to be 2 of y'all by next year. You know, we got to set a goal. That's how we know we keep moving. We got to keep pushing ourselves. We got to keep testing our limits of what we can do, so that we grow and so we don't stagnate. Because if you're not going forward, you're falling backwards by default. Anyway, folks, know that y'all appreciate it. Love y'all. Y'all have a good day, evening, afternoon, wherever you is. And we'll be catching y'all on the next video, folks. Later.